Welcome to Waking Wellness. Today we have another pattern episode. It's been a little minute since we've made a video with me in it. And so I actually have 3 episodes. I'm going to do them back to back, but we're going to change up just a little bit, for the look of the show. And so the first one is Trust Your Talent. And the other two are, let me actually check them out. The other two are access your passion, and confidence and courage is the third one. And so it was funny because I knew that I had these episodes already like piling up. These are 2-day patterns and they were meant to be done. One of them was meant to be done a couple days ago, like 2 days ago. It's already over. And so just trying to get them together and like get everything. It's been a little minute, and so it was sort of just building up. But as I looked at them all, it hit me, and I was like, of course, that's why it's called the pattern. And of course, I'm always talking about cycles, but when things set in within and you feel that connection, I had that feeling, and it hit me like I'm loving the way that this pattern is coming out. And that's when it actually hit me. It's the pattern, obviously. And so going from trusting your talent to accessing your passion to confidence and courage is a beautiful and thematic sort of overlay for prepping ourselves for our divine alignment. And that's what I really liked when it hit me. I was like, oh, and it's doing it as it's just how it is. And so looking at and having a deeper awareness is what actually pulled me into it and made it stand out for me to get pulled into it. Is trusting your talent. That's where it starts. It starts at doing that and having faith and taking the first step that I am good enough, so let me go and put myself out there to do so. Then you can really start to, as you're in the work and you're already in the molding, you can start to access your passion, because it's just now starting to flare up as you are already in the work. You're already doing what you need to be doing. And so then confidence and courage is like just the layer, the top, the frosting on the cake, and said, look, I was in the kitchen, I put in my work, and this is what I have. I built the foundation, is now it's sculpted, it's on theme, it's coming out exactly how I imagine for this, let's just say, wedding or this birthday, and it's looking beautiful. And now to put the icing on there is to say, I know I did an amazing job. It doesn't matter what anybody else told me. And because look where I started. I started at nothing. I started at not being a cake designer. I started at not doing videos. I started at nowhere. I started at nothing, literally at zero. And now I am in an unquantifiable position. And that's what real growth is. And that's what real success is, to be able to look at ourselves. And I did talk about the journey back home in the sense of being able to, the hero journey, you come back to where you were and you see it differently because your awareness is on a different level. Your awareness sees everything differently. It's almost like when you're a kid and you go back to a place like, this happened to me heavily. I went back to the hoagie shop once and I was snapped back in time, because as I'm looking over the counter and looking at these people that I used to see maybe some like 8 years ago or something when I was a kid. Well, actually, no, I would have to say maybe like 20 years ago. Like as a kid, it was wild because I literally snapped almost in my mind and in my awareness, and I snapped back to, I remember when I was a kid and I couldn't see over the counter. And I had to do like this, and me and my cousin used to stand like on our tippy toes to just try to order, and thinking, oh, I can't wait till I'm tall enough or I can see over, the counter. And because it has this feeling of growth. Now I'm big enough. Now I can do the things that everybody else does. And so having that perspective and having that snapback is an even wider perspective than if you were to just sort of just sit there and try to ponder on it yourself, to actually have it almost superimposed on you in the moment, it was an amazing and a wild kind of experience. So let's get into this episode of Trust Your Talent. I'm excited. We just actually had the pattern like one of our videos yesterday, so that was awesome. I still haven't even gone into the notification, so I don't know what video, but obviously and most likely, I guess, it will be a video of the pattern of us doing an episode. So today we have Trust Your Talent. This is a great time to enhance your imagination and creativity by opening yourself up to multiple avenues of inspiration. I always love how the pattern, like how the pattern starts off, ends, all of it, but they come hard. They really, that felt like a smooth or a soothing transition into almost like giving you the relaxation to know, this is what I get right off the bat, to know that you are good enough when we are talking about talent. And so I know they're going to probably mention that later. And I was also going to mention, I have not gone through these slides. I knew the Trust Your Talent. I just made sure that I screenshot them because I knew most likely I was not going to finish before the pattern was up. Each of the next three videos that we do are 2-day patterns. So that's why. So this one actually ended on July 10th. So I like I said, I love the transition, very smooth, and smooth almost in the sense, still powerful, like I'm thinking of a river that is pushing and a current that is so strong that you'll get swept up and taken away. But in its integration with self, it is very calm and gentle. And the force that accumulates from that is a different kind of force. So, and when you tap in with awareness, you can actually feel that stream. And that's actually going to be the video, the non-pattern video that I'm gonna do next is Ride in the Current. So, wow, how this all ties in, but it's a moment to experiment. This energy can help bring out your talents in a remarkable way. I love what they say, and as I said, if you're always in tune with the energy of what is, then you will be able to see how what you have been seeking is answering your call in a reflective kind of way. And so reading that is just amazing because instantly it made me think of all the things that I've been doing and avenues and just figuring out myself while accumulating to my skills, my talents, and my abilities, including this. And just the confidence that I've had. Today I was setting up some of the lighting equipment for my barber, and it was funny as I was doing it, I just had this sense of I guess partially accomplishment, but of understanding of how far I have come and how much I have actually learned. And right now it's making me think back, flashing to when I showed my magazine, which I made a long time ago, to the art gallery that I got the job at. She was like, you made this? And doing so many different things that may not have accumulated financially in the way that I thought that it would have or could have or should have, but within building me, invaluable. And that's so key, because then I can go and get whatever it is, that amount or value that it is that I'm going to seek, because I have unlocked what is within me. And that's way more priceless than any, money. Okay. Yeah, I love it. The multiple avenues of inspiration it's tough. It's something to really build on and think about. Of course, all of our patterns will not be the same, but I use my pattern to show us how we can all relate to these. So no matter what your pattern is, all these things still do play, I'm not gonna say just play a role within your life, but the way that they deliver them to us are a very succinct way with getting in tune with how we can express who and what we are.